Alright, auto electrical problem part 2. So I'm in my wife's 2012 Honda Pilot again, and I just got the bulb for that parking sensor. I replaced the bulb, and we noticed that there's some other lights that are out. First of all, the blue bulb that is supposed to be, goes on with the rest of the dashboard lights, that light was out. And I also noticed some of the other lights on the dash are also out. So now that I've repaired that problem, I gotta look for this one now. So it's a never-ending thing. It's time to trade in the car, really. That's what it means. But I need to keep it. I got 2 kids in college, so we're going to make it work. Let's look for the problem now. Now you can see the light is off on the volume button. When I turn on the parking lights, that light comes on. But down here, these lights do not come on. These are backlit buttons, and they should be lit as well. So I'm a little perplexed as to why that is out. The other thing I noticed that's out is there's this little tiny light in between. You can see it right about here. It's a little tiny blue light, and it shines on the console at night in the dark. So trying to figure that out too. The first thing I'm going to do is turn to my owner's manual and look where the fuses are. Fuses, checking the 630. Alright, I'm looking through the circuits here of the interior fuse box, and I see one which is number 14, says small lights interior. Then there's small lights exterior, and then there's another one that says small lights main. Well, I know it's not exterior, so I'm guessing it'll either be 14 or 19. I'm going to have to check through those two. Now the interior fuse box is under the dashboard right there. And number 14 and 19 are in there, but there's no fuse puller there. And in the manual it says the fuse puller is in the fuse box under the hood. So I got to go there next. Here's the fuse box underneath the hood, and in here it's got a fuse puller and spare fuses, so that's what I need. Alright, I take the fuse puller and I find the fuse that I need is 14 or 19. Those are the two that I'm going to look at. 14 is 7.5 amps. So you just put the fuse puller in and you pull it out. Now, this is the hard part. They're so darn small that you can't really see. I don't know if you can see that, but that fuse is blown. Luckily, Honda gives me spare fuses, and there is a 7.5 still in here. This is the first fuse I'm replacing. So I'm going to take that out and pop it into place. 14. Alright, so let's see here. That turns that on. And it looks to me like these are lit too. Yes, they are. That was the problem. And look, my little blue light up here is working again too. Guess what? My battery's dead now. You can't make this stuff up. Time to get the battery charger. If you get a car, these are an extremely useful thing to have. So this is a good topic too. So find the battery on your car. So the battery has a minus, which is the negative terminal, and it has a red one, or a red cover on it, but there's a plus for positive. And this is the way 12-volt systems work. They're red and black, very universal. So you want to connect the red one first. And then you want to connect the black one. Make sure it's seated good. And then you can plug in the charger. Now this charger has 3 different settings: 2 amp, 10 amp, and 50 amp. So I'm going to leave it on the 10 amp for maybe about half an hour, and I'll come back and try and start the car again. Alright, I think it's been charging for about an hour and a half now. I'm unplugging it, disconnecting it from the battery, and let's see if the car starts. Alright, that is a blown fuse. That's what it turned out to be. So the fuse is replaced, the lights are working again, the battery's charged, the car starts, the switch is fixed, my parking sensors are good. Now we just go back to using the car and we wait until something else breaks, because, you know, when you got a used car, that's what it's like. So, thanks for watching. Visit my website, HandyDadTV, for more great ideas, and subscribe to be the first to know when new videos are posted.